If you're familiar with a commercial company called the Costar, buying up a website called homes.com, or maybe they started at homes.com. So basically, commercial company try to dominate in the residential section, and apparently it's not going that well. And I'm going to share in this video, the investment firm just wrote a very painful letter to Costar, and I'll share with you why, in my opinion, it is so hard to break into residential market. Hey, welcome back to Shawn Realty podcast. This is Shawn, the Realtor guy from Portland, Oregon. Whenever I see this, it makes me kind of laugh because I understand the nature of residential business. The way I look at it is it's very decentralized. There's so many players, agents, home sellers, home buyers, investors, and there's renters, there's property managers, and then there's on top of that, there's commercial, right? And then when you go into commercial, there's like warehouse, hotel business, office business, retail. I mean, there's so many different kinds. So when commercial company comes into residential, or let's say just big, fintech, financial tech companies come into residential, they think that it's very easy. They're just thinking, well, realtors are terrible, first of all. That's what they say. And we can cut the middleman and take all these big old pies of residential real estate profit. And then you see something like this. You see headlines like this. Basically, the investment firm, the New York-based investment firm called the Third Point, they just wrote a letter. They're basically saying that there is an opportunity to unlock substantial shareholder value by improving governance, divesting or shutting down the residential real estate businesses, and refocusing on the enormous earnings potential of the core business, which means the commercial. And homes.com, I've got a lot of emails from them. Their business model is that they're going to give you the listing agents leads, but the listing agents still need to pay them money to get the bonus and the full package. Otherwise, you just get basic. Idea is good. So basically what they're saying is, unlike Zillow or Redfin, they're not going to like filter buyer traffic to somebody else and pay that agents like 40% referral fee and then connect them. What they're saying is, if it's your listing, you get the lead. But have I gotten any leads from homes.com from my listing? No, I have not. Have I gotten a lot of emails from homes.com for asking me to pay like $200 a month or whatever the fee was so that I get more exposure to get more leads from homes.com? Do I get those emails? Yes, I got a lot of them. Do I pay them? No, I don't, because I market my own website, my own social media. I don't even use Zillow. I haven't paid a dime to Zillow for more than a decade, after I paid them maybe $50 a month for like 3 months or something. I'm like, this is crap. I'm not paying these people this kind of money. And if you think about like companies like Redfin, that business model in a way failed. Even though with their own agents, whatnot, they're bought up by Rocket Mortgage, because when the real estate downturn happened after the mortgage rate doubled since like 2022, even big companies like Redfin, they couldn't do so well. They had to lay off a bunch of agents, support staff, and in the end, they were acquired by Rocket Mortgage. Isn't that funny? I mean, they had the best website. I mean, Redfin website is like unbeatable. I actually gave up on making a great home search website because you cannot compete against these hedge fund backed giant companies like Zillow and Redfin or Realtor.com, these companies, you cannot compete with them because they're spending millions of dollars every like 2-3 months. I don't have that kind of money. When I make a website, it sucks. So what I tell my buyers is this: hey, just go ahead and use whatever sites that you like to use. But don't worry, I got you when it comes to writing an offer, negotiating, making sure that you are well protected. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm your agent. So that's how I roll. My buyers know whatever they're comfortable with, right? If you use Redfin for 6 months looking for home, they're so comfortable with it. Why change it? But they know, I guess, not to call the Redfin agent or Zillow agents, the Flex or Premier agent who pay up to like 40% referral fee back to Zillow to get those leads, those contact information. I'm not one of them, but my buyers know. They just call me, and I take care of them, because when you have the best agent like me, why would you call anybody else? So they know that. So that's how I've been running business. I send them my own MLS emails too, so that they don't miss out on anything. But MLS emails is really like 1990s almost. So you can't compete against these websites. So going back to that, my point of residential real estate, why is it so hard to break in? It's because, like I said, it's decentralized, but they're trying to centralize it. When there's so many different players, it's almost impossible to centralize it. These fintech bros are gonna say, yeah, you're wrong. With the AI, we're going to make it happen. You realtor sucks. You get way too much pay. 95% of realtors are really bad. They're dumb. All that crap. But the reality is, realtors like myself, we devote to helping our customers one by one, as best as we can. Like, is there level difference between the agents? Of course. There are going to be a ton of agents who are way better than me. There are a ton of agents who are worse than me. I pride myself that I'm at the top tier when it comes to customer service experience, knowledge, market knowledge, because I've been doing it for 18 years. I'm a principal broker. I own my own brokerage. I've been in big other brokerages. I know how other agents operate, so I understand the business pretty well. And so where am I going with this? It's basically fintech, AI, try to centralize decentralized business into centralized. It's impossible. But they don't understand that. They're just, if they're thinking if they throw money at it, billions of dollars, they can do something, obviously they're failing too. Homes.com apparently spending billions of dollars a month or wasting that much money. The parents company Costar, the investment firms are basically saying, guys, you need to time out and focus on what you do better, the best, which is commercial. And well, this is a side note. Commercial side of the world, things are changing pretty big. As far as I know, companies like Crexy. When I use Crexy, you get way more information without even paying a dime. And if you pay the subscription fee, I think it was like $200 or something like that. That's way cheaper than Costar's like $1,000 a month. It's insane. So, but that's whole other realm that I don't want to talk about in this video. When it comes to residential real estate, we are the gatekeepers. Realtors are the gatekeepers. The last time I checked, there's about 1.1 million realtors in the United States. And because we are on the ground, we're the boots on the ground, helping our customers, try to protect them, try to get them good deals, save them money, make them more money. That very individualized business cannot be done by 1-800 number from New York City on the East Coast time, try to help on the loan or real estate deals on the West Coast. It just does not work. Talking about, mortgage like a Rocket Mortgage, if you call at 7 a.m., you get John. If you call at noon, you get Sue. At 4 p.m., you get Tommy. So can you get that consistent customer-focused service? Maybe they have, I don't know. That's my guess. And so now Rocket Mortgage buying Redfin, and they're trying to do all-in-one shop deal. I mean, right now, as far as I know, some of them are being sued. It's Zillow for sure. Now, when it comes to steering, so basically steering is steering the home buyers to use their own in-house lenders or in-house realtors without giving them all the available options. And if that behavior is compensated or rewarded or penalized, if you don't give the in-house lender connection, you don't get leads, that type of thing. That's why Zillow is being sued right now with the Flex Agent program. Ultimately, it just doesn't work because of the decentralized aspect of real estate, especially residential real estate. There's just too many. They don't understand that. So whenever I see news like this, the Costar bleeding money on homes.com, or Redfin couldn't survive on their own, getting acquired by Rocket Mortgage. Zillow is being sued by a bunch of other entities. And, other big companies, they're doing some other stuff too. Anyways, so at the end of the day, it requires individual attention from your individual realtors, your individual loan officers. Without it, there's so many things that could go wrong. I would not even trust anything AI when it comes to like reviewing documents or signing. If I'm a customer, well, let me put it this way. Would I trust AI to run my transaction? If I'm not an agent, would I trust that? No, I wouldn't. I mean, AIs are like, what do they call it? Like dreaming or whatever. The issues, they spit out weird answers even right now. I thought AI was getting really good, especially on Grok, on X. It used to be really good. And then right now it's like dumb as shit. It just spits out weird answers. It doesn't do what I asked to do. So I have to like ask the same prompt like 5, 6, 7 times to get a kind of relevant answers. And yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is with all this, the AI talk, the big tech thing, and we're going to get rid of realtors. Maybe that will happen someday. But I just don't see it happening anytime soon because they don't understand. These guys don't understand residential real estate. So again, I just wanted to give you this very industry-focused thinking here. So this could have been a very boring. I guess I made this video more for the real estate industry folks. If you're a realtor, if you're a lender, you probably know most of what I'm talking about here. But I love to hear your thoughts as a consumer, as a home buyer, home seller, investor. Do you want to deal with AI? Would you trust the document the AI prepared for you right now, or in 5 years, and maybe in 10 years? Would you prefer to have like Uber, like a robot driving you around and showing you homes? Would you have robots negotiate your deals, calling on behalf of you the other party to find out the other side of the motivation, why they're moving, how much room to negotiate, what can you ask, that kind of thing. Would you have AI do that for you? I don't know. It'd be kind of weird to have an AI robot sitting in the home inspection and talking to home inspector and try to figure out how to negotiate the repairs. Whew. Yeah, I'm kind of like lost my thoughts. But going back to the main point, residential real estate is not free lunch. It's just way too complicated.